Good day, everybody, and welcome to today's episode on my YouTube video series that we talk about property investment topics in Johor Bahru as well as retirement in Johor Bahru. And today we have an interesting topic about R&F Princess Cove, which is a project which I update upon frequently, which I also market. And what has happened is that R&F Princess Cove has hit a new record selling price of 2,000 ringgit per square foot, which is record and heroic 2,000 per square foot. I think Johor Bahru has not seen 2,000 per square foot for a property in Johor Bahru since over 10 years. This is the first time we are seeing 2,000 per square foot, this price being achieved, right? So let us go through the story of what is happening in RM Princess Cove right now and why are there properties being sold there at this price. So for those of you who are not familiar to R&F Cove, R&F Cove at phase 2, right, actually has 10 blocks here as per shown in this diagram. And of the 10 blocks that has been selling for some time, 9 of the 10 blocks have already pretty much been fully sold. Almost fully sold, not exactly fully sold, but the 9 blocks have been open for sale, right? And these are pretty much the 9 blocks are, pretty much chichi papa, right? Most units are sold. So the developer has not released the last block, which is called B13. Now B13 is obviously the best block with the best sea views, right? And the developer promised to open up this block later this year. And what they have done a few days ago is they've released a couple of units for sale, not a lot, right? Just about a handful of units here and there, maybe to test market, right? And B13 units that were released, right, the pricings were quite exceptional, right? And basically they are being sold at 2,000 ringgit per square foot, right? So to give you an idea, it'll be a Type G 2 bedroom will be 1.9 million. Type M1 3 bedroom will be about 2.3 million. The 4 bedroom Type H1 will be about 3 million ringgit. Right, these are all record prices. Right, RNF has never achieved, or as far as I know, RNF has never achieved this price before. This is the first time they're being sold at this price. Initially, developer told us that when they want to sell this block, they will raise the price, and we understand because sales has been very strong, right? And I mean, it's only logical for them to raise the price for the last block here. But when they raised to this price, we were all like, wow, this price is really, really, I'm not sure whether the market can accept. At 2,000 per square foot, actually, there's not a lot of short-term capital gain opportunity because at 2,000 per square foot is quite high. But definitely got people who will buy because they want the best sea view. And the sea views here are pretty nice. If you take a look at this video, you can look at the sea view. This is a equivalent. This is from B23, which is not exactly the same as B13, but you do get the idea that the sea views here are pretty nice. You can see Singapore, you can see Bukit Timah Hill, you can see all the woodlands, you can see Choa Chu Kang, you can see all the way to Marina Bay and the Singapore CBD, in fact, on a good clear day. And the B13 can also see, a very nice stretch of Danga Bay all the way to Forest City as well. So actually, in this sense, B13 really does have the best sea view. And if you say Ryan, nobody will buy RNF at this price, but actually yes, they have been bookings already for this B13 release unit. There are people who are willing to pay the premium for this. B13 also has the added benefit where it's the closest block to the Opera House. It's also the closest block to the entertainment and high-end F&B restaurants in RNF on the Opera House area. So I think there's an added benefit of that. So plus the great sea views, I think there will be some value. There'll be some people who like to buy or want to stay in this location. So while the price 2,000 per square foot is a new high, and actually it will make many of the earlier buyers happy. So if you're an earlier buyer in RNF, I'm sure you'll be very happy to hear this news. But in all things considered, I mean, again, at 2,000 per square foot, the prices are still fairly affordable by Singapore standards, right? If you convert the 2 bedroom, 1.9 million ringgit is only about 600,000 Singapore dollars. In Singapore today, 600,000 Singapore dollars, you can probably want to buy 1 bedroom also extremely difficult. So in that sense, to get 600,000 Singapore dollars to get a 2 bedroom freehold near MRT with these fantastic sea views, I think it's still in that sense still a very worthwhile buy, right? People will not see it expensive if you compare in that manner. Of course, historically from a Johor perspective, this is a new price, but there will be people who find value in this, who like it, right? Because again, in Singapore, 600,000 Singapore dollars, actually you cannot really buy anything. No private property you can buy. Even HDB, you're talking about four room flat maybe, right? Not everywhere, in fact, not new, right? So From that perspective, I think 600,000 for a 2 bedroom freehold sea view, this very nice sea view, I think some people will definitely be attracted to it. So the question will come to me, Ryan, if I don't want to buy B13, I don't want to pay so much premium for the sea view. I'm okay with a less sea view or maybe no sea view. What else can I buy? So basically, the answer is you to try and buy the balance units, right? So what I mean by balance units, as if you see earlier in my video, I said there were 9 blocks, right? The 9 blocks had been mostly sold, but we do notice that there are some what we call unreleased units, right? The reason why they are unreleased units because earlier buyers who cancel, right, or they are those that units where the quota was converted. That means originally was a Bumiputra quota, right, and then they got converted into international quota, so they are now available for Singaporean or other Malaysian buyers to buy. But although they have been converted or the cancel units have been cancelled, right, the developer has actually not released these units. By our estimates, I think we are looking at about maybe 80 to 100 units in this range. That's my guess. I'm not exactly sure. But developer will release this in batches. Normally they do about 10 to 15 units each time. Not all units are good units, right? A lot of them have no sea view. Some of them have partial sea view. Some of them have a bit better sea view, but you don't have really a lot of choice. But you can, if you choose to buy these units, they are cheaper, right? We're probably talking about 1,000 to 1,003 per square foot ringgit, a lot cheaper than the B13, and that's the plus point, right? But the only other negative is that you have to fight with many other buyers, right? There are a lot of people who are trying to buy these balance units, so getting a balance unit is not as easy as it looks, but you can try your luck, right? You do need some luck to get these units, but I suggest if you're looking for a better deal, you try and buy the balance units, right? Because yeah, it's relatively a lot cheaper than the B13 price. So if you're interested, come and contact me. I will let you know how the process is to try and buy one of these balance units. The other alternative is to try and buy in the resale market, right? So now that R&F phase 2 is mostly sold, so people who want to buy a completed unit, you can look at the resale market. There are some deals, I won't say deals, there are some units for sale, both in phase 2 and phase 1, right? You can probably get them, phase 1, you can probably get nearer to 1,000 per square foot, right? For maybe not so nice unit, nicer unit will be more than that, but you can get that price in phase 1. Phase 2, it depends. Some units are a bit higher price than the other, depend on the view, right? But you can get units which are not available by developer because already sold, right? But you can try to buy from the resale market for phase 2. We do have some, I think, 2 bedroom, 3 bedroom in phase 2 for resale. But take note that if you buy resale, you don't have to, you have to cover up your own legal fees. You have to come out pay the stamp duties. For foreigners, the legal fee plus stamp duty is about 6% plus additional transaction costs, right? If you are Malaysian, this is about 3 to 4% transaction cost. But you can try to buy resale, right? If you don't like any of the options available earlier. So do contact me if you're interested to buy resale as well. So how is life at R&F phase 2 so far? I will probably do another video about it, talking about Good Life, which is my property management company there. We'll be sharing what we've been doing in R&F in the past 3 months. We've been quite busy there. Show you some units that have been furnished by us, who are the tenants, who are the people staying there. Some people have already moved in into phase 2, so there is some life and activity going on right now in R&F phase 2. But not everyone has collected keys yet. There's still a number of owners who have not collected keys. All the B1 block owners also have not collected keys. So definitely the activity levels will get higher and higher as we head towards the year end and into 2025. Right, definitely we see a lot of potential in R&Fprincesscove. Rentals are so far so good. No major shocks yet. We have rental prices are still holding steady. Yeah, so we're enjoying this time now at R&Fprincesscove. So if you're keen to find out more, come and take a visit. Do let me know, contact me, and I will bring you for a non-obligatory site visit of R&Fprincesscove, whether you're interested to buy, sell, or rent. We do have a team there, which is we are there almost every day, managing owners in R&F Princess Cove, as well as tenants over there. So thank you very much. I hope you enjoyed this video, this update on R&F Princess Cove. So interested to buy or sell, contact me and we will let you know. And I hope this content was useful to you. If you like this type of content, do like, share, and subscribe. I'll be sharing more updates about JB property and other relevant topics as time goes on. Thank you very much, and bye bye.